Let me tell you, I really had a bad gambling problem. I was on my honeymoon with my wife, and obviously with my wife, right? We were in the Dominican Republic. We went to Punta Cana. It was a place called Breezes, the resort. And they had a casino inside the resort. Now, I was playing roulette. I was winning. I think I was up like $1,500. Was doing good. Some guy comes up to me, and he gives me a $500 chip. He works at the resort. And he says, free money, free, play Keno. Now, I never played Keno before. So the guy says to me, free, it's free, $500. So I say, maybe I'll play this thing. I know. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? I'm going to lose their money. So I put the $500 chip down. It's like a wheel. They spin the wheel, and it either lands on a certain set of numbers or you lose your turn. So they spin it. It lands on 20. So now every time, it lands on a number, those are considered points. Agabish, that you need 100 points to win. Okay. So it landed on 20. I got 20 points. I got 20 points. I need 80 to go to win. Okay. Now, spins the wheel again. Lands on 30. I got 50 points. Okay. Now, as long as you're winning, as long as it's landing on a number, you're not losing that $500 chip that they gave you. Spins it again. Lands on 20. Now I got 70 points, right? Okay. Spins it again. Lands on 20. Now I got 90 points. So the guy comes up to me, the same guy gave me the $500 chip. He goes, you do very well. You do very well. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm like, what do you mean I do very well? Yeah. He go, you don't understand. You get 10 more points, you win jackpot. In other words, you needed 100 points to win the jackpot. So I'm like, what's the jackpot? $250,000. I'm like, get the F out of here. I said, wait a second. Let me understand this correctly. I said, explain this to me like I'm a 6-year-old. I have 90 points right now. Yes, sir. Yes. Are you telling me that if I get 10 more points and I win $250,000? That's correct. I'm like, spin the wheel. Right. Spins the wheel. 5 points this time. Now I got 95 points. I kid you not. I swear to you. Look, on God. I swear, God, forgiving me that that was a very stressful night. I put my poor wife to. I put it through a tough night. You're going to hear what happens. Okay. So I got 95 points. I say spin it. It goes 4 points, of course, right? 99 points. I'm like freaking out at this point. Like, I'm drinking, I'm doing shots. I don't know. Javis, I'm just freaking out. I'm like, I'm gonna give me another shot. Like, one more point and I win. So I'm like, I take a deep breath. I needed one more point. I said, spin the wheel. He spins it. Finally, of course, right? Lose my turn. It goes on lose your turn. So now they take the $500 chip away. You must bet $2,500, they said, in order for us to spin the wheel. I said, wait a minute. I said I was betting $500. He goes, but you very close to jackpot. So in other words, the closer you get to the jackpot, the bet increases. So it could be like the bet increases, like let's say you're at 70 points, it could be, and you lose. It goes, you get your, it goes on lose your turn. Now it might be, instead of $500, it might be $1,000 bet, whatever the case may be. But because I was at 99 points, I was 1 point away from the jackpot, it was $2,500 a bet. So I did something very, very stupid, because I told the guy I think I had $1,500 on me in cash. I told the guy, I said, listen, I don't have the money. I said, what do you? He goes, would you like marker? Would you like to get marker? You fill out the application. So I'm saying, I'm like, why am I doing this for? I did it. So I fill out the application. He said, you're very good, everything good credit, good income. So I don't even know how much they gave me. They just were like, you good, just, I don't know, they might have gave me like up to $25,000 of credit, on the marker. So I spin the wheel. It goes on lose your turn. So now I'm negative. Now I'm negative with their money, $2,500. I spin the wheel again. Negative 5,000. It goes on lose your turn. Now I think around this point is when my wife came in, and I was trying to explain to her. She was actually, believe it or not, she was actually quite supportive, because I said to her, I said, Jen, I just need one more point. I told her. I said, I'm going to win $250,000. I said, but right now, I'm down $5,000. I said, next spin, I can win 250. She was supportive. She was like, okay, if you want to try it a few more times. But I don't think she really quite understood that I was down this much. It's like I was explaining it to her, but like sometimes when you're explaining something to somebody and they're kind of nodding, but they're not really comprehending. I don't think she really truly understood that every single time I spin that wheel, and if I lost, I was losing $2,500, and I was already down 5,000. So I spin it again, 7,500. Again, it's lose your turn. I spin it again, I'm down 10,000 now. Lose your turn. So I told her, what am I going to do? She just walked out. I think she was freaking out. So she walked out of the casino. I winded up spinning it 2 more times. Okay. Spun it again. Down now, 12,500. Spun it 1 more time. I'm like, at this point, what's the difference? I'm down so much money. What's the difference? Down now, 50. It says, lose your turn. So I got I don't know how many was it? Let's say 2,500, 5,000, 75, 10. So six times in a row. Actually, 7 times in a row, because I also lost that $500 chip. So 7 times in a row, it came up, lose your turn. Isn't it so ironic? Such a scam, right? Such a scam. Oh, they purposely make you get to that 99 points just to mess with your head. It's a big scam. So what happened was I quit. I said, I'm done. I'm not going anymore. They say, we take you to bank to pay us. So my wife, I don't know where she was. She was at the bar. They're taking me outside. Like there's like the Dominican army. I'm not kidding you. I guess that, I don't know who these guys were, but they look like mercenaries. They had friggin' machine guns, like AK-47s. I asked my wife. She'll do a video about it, and you could, write comments. So, they basically, they had machine guns. There was 4 of them. And they say, you sit in back, we go to bank. And they're pointing the gun at me. Basically, in other words, giving me a pretty clear indication that they're going to kill me. Drop me in the woods, in the jungle somewhere, if I don't pay them. So I said to them, now thank God I'm a great conniver. You have to understand, from Brooklyn, as you can see from my shirt that I'm wearing 2 days in a row, I'm a great conniver. I said, listen, I pull out my business card. At the time, I was working for Hilton. I was a manager in the timeshare sales division. I said, I work for a major corporation in America, Hilton. They say, Hilton, very good. Right there, oh no, they're nodding their heads. I said, let me speak to the boss. Before we go to the bank, we're going to go to the bank. We're going to go. Let me speak to the boss first. They say, okay. They bring me into the back. It's like this small room. It's like an office. It's filled with like smoke from a cigar. He's sitting back out of a movie. The guy's got his feet up. I couldn't even see his face because there was all this smoke, He's so, and he says, you owe $15,000. So I said to him, listen, man, let me explain to you. I have my card on me. It said sales manager, Hilton Hotels, Avenue of the Americas in Manhattan. I put my card in front of him. I say, I work for Hilton. I know what's going on here. I said, I know you're running a scam. The problem is this particular time, you scammed the wrong person. You scammed someone that's very important in Hilton, in the corporation. I'm an executive. And I said, let me explain something to you. I'll pay the $15,000. I'll pay it. But know this. When I go home, I will contact every Hilton Honors member all around the world. I'm talking about millions of people. And I will make sure no one ever comes here again. No one. I scared the shit out of this guy. He really believed me. So, I didn't have that type of influence, obviously, right? So I was bullshitting, right? So I was conniving. So the guy says, what do you want to do? And I remember I told you I won $1,500 in roulette. I take the $1,500 out. I throw it to the guy. I say, this is what I pay, which is 10% of the $15,000. I say, that's it. I pay $1,500. I say, are we good? Deal? He looks at me. we all good. I swear to you, it's like that deal. We shake hands. I got myself out. I got myself out of the most insane situation, and that's what gambling could do. Gambling is very bad. And this is on my honeymoon. Crazy,